Hello friends, today we will discuss Core Booster series of 50 MCQs from the chapter The Living Word, which is very important for your NEET 2021 and 22. So here comes the first question. The aim of branch of science biosystematics is which of the following? First is the identification and arrangement of organism on the basis of cytological characters. Second, the classification of organism based on broad morphological characters. Third is delimiting various taxa of organism and establishing their relationship. And fourth is the classification of organism based on their evolutionary history and establishing their phylogeny on the totality of various parameters from all fields of study. So we know that biosystematics, it is the study of diversity of organism and all their comparative and evolutionary relationship. So in biosystematics, we study diversity of organism and we compare their evolutionary relationship. So according to this, the fourth option is correct. That is, it is the aim of biosystematics is the classification of organism based on their evolutionary history and establishing their phylogeny on the totality of various parameters from all fields of studies. Second question is, the living organism can be unexceptionally distinguished from the non-living things on the basis of their ability for, the options are, first, interaction with the environment and progressive evolution. Second is reproduction. Third is growth and development. Fourth is responsiveness to touch. We know that there are several factors and processes which differentiate living from non-living, like reproduction, respiration, growth, etc. But among these, reproduction is the only difference which differentiate without any exception living beings with non-living things. So reproduction is the correct answer. Third question is, biological organization starts with A, cellular level, second is organism level, third is atomic level, and fourth is submicroscopic level. We know that biological organism starts with submicroscopic molecular level like viruses and bacteria. And these organisms are unable to be seen by naked eye without the help of microscope or even electron microscope. So biological organization starts with submicroscopic molecular level. So option D is correct. Fourth question is, nomenclature is governed by certain universal rules. Which one of the following is contrary to the rules of nomenclature? First, the names are written in Latin and are italicized. Second, when written by hand, the names to be underlined. Third, biological names can be written in any language. And fourth is the first word in biological name represents the genus name and second is epithet. We know that biological names are derived either from Latin language or from Latinized. And this is because the Latin language is a dead language and therefore it will not change in the form of spellings with the passage of time. So biological names can be written in any language. Fifth question is, a plant differs from animals mainly in protoplasm, vital activities, nutrition, and last option is reproduction. We know that plant differs from animal mainly in nutrition because there are various types of nutrition. It may be holozoic, it may be saprophytic. So plant differs from animal in mainly in nutrition. Static concept of species was put forward by A option is De Candolle, B is Linnaeus, C is Theophrastus, and fourth is Darwin. We know that static concept of species was put forward by the scientist Theophrastus. So option C is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following is not a correct statement? First, botanical gardens have collection of living plants for reference. Second, a museum has a collection of photographs of plants and animals. Third, He is taxonomic aids for identification of specimen. And D is herbarium houses dried, pressed, and preserved plant specimen. Now we know that museum, what is museum? A museum is a place which is generally set up for educational institutes such as schools and colleges. And these museums have collections of preserved plants and animal specimens which are used for further study and also for references. Now, specimens which are preserved in the containers or jars, they are put in a specific preservative solution so that they can be stored for long. Now, these insects which are preserved in boxes after collection, killing, and they are pinning. Larger animals like birds, mammals, they are usually stuffed and they are preserved. So museum often have collections of skeletons of animals too. But in this option, it is written that museum has a collection of photographs of plants and animals. So option B is the wrong statement. Eighth question is, the growth and reproduction are mutually exclusive events in, first option is plants only, second is animals only, third higher animals in plants, and D option is lower organism. Now we know that there are two events which are mutually exclusive. When they cannot occur at same time, that is growth and reproduction. They are mutually inclusive events in unicellular organisms like bacteria. But in higher plants and animals, these growth and reproduction, they are mutually exclusive events as they do not occur together. So this option C, that is higher animals and plants, is the correct answer. Next question is, the sum total of chemical reactions occurring in the body is called, first is metabolism, second is homeostasis, third is irritability, and fourth is catabolism. We know that sum total of chemical reactions which occur in a body is known as metabolism. And this metabolism is further again divided into two categories, that is anabolism and catabolism. So anabolism and catabolism are two types of metabolism. Next question is, an important criteria for model day classification is, first, resemblances in morphology, second is anatomical and physiological traits, third is breeding habits, and fourth is presence or absence of notochord. We know that modern day classification is new systematics or biosystematics, which includes all the characteristics of organism gathered from study of different sections like physiology, ecology, anatomy, biochemistry, cytology, microbiology. So these are the different sections from which we gather this study of organism. So an important criteria for modern day classification is B, anatomical and physiological trait. Next question is, species are considered as, first, real basic units of classification, second is the lowest unit of classification, third is artificial concept of human mind which cannot be defined in absolute terms, and fourth is real units of classification devised by taxonomists. We know, first we should know what is this group species mean. This species is a natural population or group of natural population of individuals which are genetically distinct and reproductively isolated with similar essential morphological traits. Now, this species is genetically closed system because its members do not interbreed with the members of other species. And moreover, we should also know that species is the lowest or basic taxonomic category. For example, if we take mango, that is Mangifera indica, this indica represents species and Mangifera, it represents the genera. So all the taxonomic categories are defined and described in relation to species. So option A is the correct answer. Next question is, an organism is in the same class but not in same family. It may belong to, first is genus, second is species, third is variety, and fourth is order. We know that an order includes many related families and class. So option D, order, is the correct answer. Next question is, the order generally ends with ales, AC, EAC, and none of the above. Option A, that is the order generally ends with ales, is the correct answer. That is, it ends with ALES. 14th question is, the herbarium specimen on whose basis a new species is described for the first time is syntype, holotype, paratype, and neotype. We know that holotype is a single specimen which is designated as the type of species by original author at the time the species name and description was published. So this holotype is the correct answer, which represents that on the basis of new species, this herbarium is described for the first time. Next question is, phanetic classification is based on sexual characters, an ancestral lineage of existing organism, observable characteristic of existing organism, and dendrograms based on DNA characteristic. Now, what do you mean by this phanetic taxonomy? This phanetic taxonomy is a system of classification which is based on overall similarity of the organism which are being classified. These phanetic relationships are defined by Kane and Harrison, and they are defined as the arrangement of overall similarity which is based on available characters without any weighting. So this option B, that is ancestral lineage of existing organism, is the correct answer. Next question is, the cells are held together by calcium pectate layer called primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, middle lamina, and tertiary cell wall. We know that the cells are held together by calcium pectate layer, which is known as middle lamina. What is true for individual of same species? First, they live in same nick. Second, they live in same habitat. Third, interbreeding. And fourth, they live in different habitats. We know that individuals of same species can interbreed. No two individuals share same ecological nick. So option C, that is interbreeding, is the correct answer. Next question is, the practical purpose of classification of living organism is to first explain the origin of living organism. Second, to trace the evolution of living organism. Third, to name the living organism. And fourth option is to facilitate the identification of unknown organism. So this biological classification, we know it is a scientific arrangement of organism in hierarchical series of groups and subgroups on the basis of similarities and differences in their traits. Now it also helps in building evolutionary pathways and also identifying a new organism. So the practical purpose of classification of living organism is to facilitate the identification of unknown organism. Next question is, study the four statement A to D given below and select the two correct ones. First is, definition of biological species was given by Ernest Mayr. Second, photoperiod does not affect the reproduction in plants. Third, binomial nomenclature system was studied by R.H. Whitaker. And fourth is, in unicellular organism, reproduction is synonymous with the growth. Now the two correct statements are first B and C, second C and D, third A and D, and fourth is A and B. Now we should know what is this photoperiod. This photoperiod affects flowering and reproduction in plants. Binomial system of nomenclature was given by this Carolus Linnaeus. So the two correct statements among these are B and C. Next question is, which one of the following animal is correctly matched with its particular taxonomic category? First, tiger with tigris species, cuttlefish with mollusca class, humans with primata family, housefly with Musca order. Now we know that this biological nomenclature is a system of naming organism using two words, that is the genera and the species. And this system was devised by scientists known as Linnaeus, and it is also known as Linnean system. Now the first part we know it is genera, second part is species. So zoological name of tiger is Panthera tigris. So the tigris is a species name of the tiger. So option A is the correct answer. Next question is, which one of the following is less general in characters as compared to genus? Options are first species, second is division, third is class, fourth is family. Now we know that taxonomical hierarchy is a sequence of arrangements of taxonomic categories in descending order during the classification of organism. In this, there are 7 obligate categories, that is kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus, and species. Now, among these, species is the lowest category, while kingdom is the highest category. Now, the number of characters is maximum in case of organism, which is placed in the lowest category, that is species. Number of characters decreases with the rise in category. So species is the lowest group of individual which can be recognized by ordinary method as a group, and which is persistently different from other group because of their characters. So option A, that is species, is the correct answer. Next question is, the book Genera Plantarum was written by Egler and Prentill, Bentham and Hooker, third is Bessie, and fourth is Hutchinson. Now we know that this book Genera Plantarum is a publication of Bentham and Hooker. Biological concept of species was proposed by first Linnaeus, second Mayer, third John Ray, and fourth is D. Candolle. We know that scientist Mayer proposed the biological concept of species. Phylogeny refers to natural classification, evolutionary classification, evolutionary history, and origin of algae. Now this phylogeny, it refers to evolutionary history. So option C is the correct answer. Next question is, what is true for individual of same species? First, they live in same nick. Second, they live in same habitat. Third is interbreeding. And fourth is they live in different habitats. Now we know that individuals of same species, they can interbreed. And no two individuals share the same ecological nick. So option C, interbreeding, is the correct answer. Next question is, taxon is a unit of group of order, taxonomy, species, and genus. Now, what is this taxon? This taxon refers to all categories in taxonomic hierarchy. It may be kingdom, it may be class, order, it may be family, genus, or species. It is any level of grouping of organism. Now, each of these categories has been divided further into intermediate categories like subkingdom, subdivision, subclass, subgenus, subspecies. So this term was coined by ICBN in 1956. So taxon is a unit of group of taxonomy. Next question is, individuals of same species having non-genetic differences due to environment are called as biotypes. Second is ecotypes, third is ecopenes, and fourth is none of these. Now, what are these ecopenes? Ecopenes, we should know that these are plants of same species which differ in appearance such as size, erect, posture, nature, prostate nature, and reproductive vigor, etc. And they are differing in their environmental conditions also. So this ecopene is the correct answer. Morphologically similar but reproductively isolated species are called neotological species, sibling species, allopatric species, morphospecies. We know that sibling species are those species if two or more related species that are morphologically nearly identical, but they are incapable of producing fertile hybrids. These sibling species can be identified by genetic, biochemical, behavioral, or ecological factors, and they are thought to have become divergent very recently. So this sibling species is the correct answer. Next question is, it is much easier for a small animal to run uphill than for a larger animal because first, it is easier to carry a small body weight. Second, smaller animals have a higher metabolic rate. Third, small animals have a lower oxygen requirement. And fourth is the efficiency of muscle in large animals is less than in smaller animals. Now we know that this basic metabolic rate, it is inversely proportional to body size. So smaller the animal, the higher will be metabolic rate. Hence, there will be more production of energy. So option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which one of the following aspects is an exclusive characteristic of living organism? First is isolated metabolic reactions occur in vitro. Second, increase in mass from inside only. Third, perception of events happening in the environment and the memory. And fourth is increase in mass by accumulation of material both on surface as well as internally. We know that living things, they have an ability to respond to environment, and this is known as stimulation. So option C is the correct answer. Next question is, biological organization starts with, we have already discussed this, that biological organization starts with submicroscopic molecular level, which can be, because these organisms are very small and they cannot be seen with naked eye, and they can be only seen with microscope or electron microscope. Next question is, the living organism can be unexceptionally distinguished from non-living organism on the basis of their ability for first interaction with the environment and progressive evolution. Second is reproduction. Third is growth and movement. And fourth is responsiveness to touch. So these organisms can be distinguished only on one characteristic, that is reproduction. Next question is, angiosperms have dominated the land flora primarily because of their first power of adaptability in diverse habitats, second property of producing large number of seeds, third nature of self-pollination, and fourth is domestication by men. These angiosperms, they have adapted themselves to a kind of habitat that is terrestrial, aquatic, tropical, deciduous, and alpine. Now, self-pollination is seen in very few angiosperms, and production of large number of seeds ensure that at least some will germinate. So this option A is the correct answer. Organisms which obtain energy by oxidation of reduced inorganic compounds are called as photoautotrophs, chemoautotrophs, saprozoic, and coproautotrophs. Now, the organisms which obtain energy by chemical reactions independent of light, they are known as chemoautotrophs. So, option B is the correct answer. What is true for photolithotrophs? First, they obtain energy from radiations and hydrogen from organic compounds. Second, they obtain energy from radiation and hydrogen from inorganic compounds. Third, they obtain energy from organic compounds. And fourth is they obtain energy from inorganic compounds. Now, these photolithotrophs, they manufacture their own organic nutrients from inorganic raw material, that is hydrogen, oxygen, with the help of radiation energy. So this option B is the correct answer. Plant nomenclature means first, to give names to plants without any rules. Second, nomenclature of plants under international rule. Third is nomenclature of plants in local language. And fourth is nomenclature of plants in English language. Now this nomenclature of plants is done under international rules and it comes in plant nomenclature. So option B is the correct answer. Next question is, taxonomy refers to plant classification, plant nomenclature, plant affinity, all of these. We know that taxonomy is a branch of science of dividing the plants into various categories. So all these comes in this taxonomy, that is classification, nomenclature, affinity. So option D is the correct answer. Which one of the following is a correct name? Solanum tuberosum, Solanum tuberosum, Solanum tuberosum Linn, and all of these. So option C, that is Solanum tuberosum Linn, is the correct answer for potato. It is botanical name of potato. Which system classifies a plant in more than one group? Practical classification, artificial classification, natural classification, and phylogenetic classification. We know that this practical classification, it classifies a plant in more than one group. So option A, that is practical classification, is the correct answer. Next question is, a group of plants or animals with similar traits of any rank is, first option is species, second is genus, third is order, and fourth is taxon. We know that taxon is a unit of classification and is a name designating organism or a group of organism. It is also assigned a rank and has a particular place in systematic hierarchy, which reflects evolutionary relationship. So option D, that is taxon, is the correct answer. The birds taxonomically represents family, order, class, phylum. We know that the birds, they represent family, that is option A. Karyotaxonomy is a modern branch of classification which is based on organic evolution, number of nuclei, number of chromosomes, or trinomial nomenclature. Now, first we should know what is this karyotaxonomy. Karyotaxonomy is a modern branch of classification which is based on the number of chromosomes and the nucleus. So this option C, that is number of chromosome, is the correct answer. Who is known as father of taxonomy? Huxley, Linnaeus, Theophrastus, none of these. We know that Linnaeus is known as father of taxonomy. The taxonomic status of an organism can be changed by changing anatomy, physiology, morphology, or genetic makeup. Now we know that genetic makeup is very important, which includes all the genes, total number of genes in an organism. So the taxonomic status of an organism can be changed by changing this genetic makeup of an organism. The standard size of herbarium sheet is 11.5 into 16.5, 15.5 into 16.5, 18.5 into 10.5, and 20.5 into 21.5. So this we know that standard size is 11.5 into 16.5. Herbarium is which type of garden? Option A is garden where medicinal plants are grown. Second, garden where herbaceous plants are grown. Third is dry garden. And fourth is chemical to kill plants. Now we know that herbarium is a dry garden because in this plants and flowers are first dried and then they are used. And these dried plants are pasted on the copy with the sellotape and they are named and they can be identified. So herbarium is a dry garden. ICBN was first revised in 1961, 1964, 1975, and 1753. ICBN was revised in the year that is 1975. One of the most important functions of botanical garden is that first they provide a beautiful area. Second, one can observe tropical plants there. Third, they allow ex situ conservation of germ flowers. And fourth, they provide the natural habitat for wildlife. Now, first we should know what is this ex situ conservation. This ex situ conservation means off-site conservation. That is, it is a process of protecting the endangered species of plants by removing it from unsafe or threatened habitat and placing them in a safe place. Now, this botanical garden, they serve as ex situ conservation of germplasm of different plants to maintain their rare endemic plant species, and they also provide recreation and knowledge about these plants to common man. So option C is the correct answer, that is they allow ex situ conservation of germplasm. The famous botanical garden Kew is located in England, Lucknow, Berlin, and Australia. We know that famous botanical garden Kew is located in England. The term new systematics was devised by Bentham and Hooker, Linnaeus, Julian Huxley, A.P.D. Candolle. We know that the term new systematics was given by Julian Huxley in 1940. Now, characters of the plants collected through different branches of science are considered, that is ecology, physiology, biochemistry, cytology, and genetics. So option C is the correct answer. Last question is, ICBN stands for International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, International Congress of Biological Names, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, and Indian Congress of Biological Name. We know that this ICBN stands for International Code of Botanical Nomenclature and is a set of rules and recommendations dealing with formal botanical names. Now, the foundations of ICBN was given in book which is written by C. Linnaeus named Philosophia Botanica. So this option A is the correct answer. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel so that we can bring more videos for your exam revision.